Stacey, this is a crazy question. I don't think I've ever asked this one before because it's kind of rare. He's about to lose his entire livelihood. Like, he was going to be a huge star in the upcoming Marvel movies, and that's all gone. And maybe he'll never get hired again. Do judges take into account the amount of punishment that the public and business and commerce is going to meet on a guy like this before they decide how much freedom they should take from him behind bars?
Well, judges can take a myriad of factors into consideration, and certainly his lawyers are going to argue, Judge, look what has gone on. Not only is he going to be punished now in criminal court, but his livelihood is gone. He's lost everything. He's been dropped. So they can make that argument, and whether a judge decides to take that in consideration, he can. But certainly he's going to hear from the victim. He sat through all the evidence. He saw the photographs. He saw the videotape. He heard the text messages. So again, Ashleigh, yes, a judge can take that into consideration because the lawyers are going to argue it.
Yeah, I mean, I keep coming back to when a big celebrity or someone big and powerful, you know, takes a hit like this, an average guy might go away for a period of time. What is the sentence on this one, Stacey? Is it up to a year or something, I think, in behind bars, in jail, county jail?
Yeah, they're misdemeanor. It's a misdemeanor count, so up to a year in jail.
Okay. Right, so up to a year. So the average guy could do that and could probably still get out and prosecute his lifestyle once again. Might have a little ramp up to get back to where he was, but this guy never will. It's like a death sentence for him. And to that extent, I wanted to ask you about the evidence in this case, because on Friday, I thought there's not a chance they'll find him guilty. Once they played the video of her chasing him down the street, he's running away. He's trying to get away from the woman he's supposedly accused of assaulting. I thought the jury's going to look at that and say, there's enough reasonable doubt. I don't know what happened in the back of the car. Maybe he did something to her. Maybe she did something to him. I see her chasing him. But it sounds to me that they didn't find reasonable doubt here. And look at this video. Are you surprised at this?
Now, I think juries are very finicky. You know that. I mean, there might have been an argument in the back in that jury room saying, listen, he's claiming that she's the aggressor. And we can see by this evidence that she is following him. She is chasing him. That doesn't go to what actually happened in the back of that SUV. And actually, I think it's really important that the viewers know that so much evidence came out, not only about this, but the defense opened the door and they let all of the other incidents come in. And so the jurors had a firsthand look at something that happened prior to this. And I'm sure they took that into consideration because the prosecution tried to get it in the very beginning. And for people that don't know, this was an incident that happened before the March date. The judge kept it out. The judge said it's too prejudicial. In the trial, the defense asked a question which opened the door. And what that means is you've now brought it to the attention of the jurors. What you wanted to keep out now has to come in. You've opened it, and we're going to let the prosecution walk through that door. And in through that door came a ton of evidence, a ton of text messages, which I think showed the jury that this guy was manipulative. He battered her in the past. He tried to get her to recant. And that's what we were faced with in this trial.
So this is a yes or no question because I literally have less than 5 seconds left. Is there a shot at Jonathan Majors saying... No, does he have a shot at ineffective assistance of counsel? Could he say, because of that mess up that my attorneys did and let all that stuff in, and that's probably what convicted me, ineffective assistance of counsel, I want another shot, real quick?
He certainly can make that argument. Let's put it that way. He can make that argument on appeal.
That's interesting. Stacey, I always love you. Will you come back again?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.